What do you call an evil turkey?
What? I'm excited. Look at that face.
A poultrygeist. Hello and welcome. We are the Ladies of Strange. I'm Ashley.
I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Rebecca.
Thank you for joining us each week as we discuss
The history, mystery, and theory
of all things questionable, odd, and eerie.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Well, hopefully you're not eating your turkey while Tiffany just gobbled in your ear.
Well.
Unless you're trying to ignore your family, in which case we get it.
Oh.
No. Not this. I'm spending Thanksgiving with my mom.
JK,
so
I
I'm
love
good.
you, family. Please listen.
Just maybe not to that part.
Actually, this is the first year that Matthew and I are hosting Thanksgiving at our house.
That's exciting.
Excited. Yeah, because this is baby girl's first Thanksgiving, and it's easier to have everybody come to us to experience her first than go to like 4 different places. So.
Are you having both sides of the family?
Yes.
Wow.
I know, I'm so excited.
That'll
It's
be
gonna be a
fun.
blast.
Yeah, it'll be good
Fun.
times.
Uh-huh.
Ashley, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
We'll figure it out.
Yay!
Oh, that's right. How about we dip into our poisons, since I already know Ashley's and it goes along with her former
Not knowing what I'm
Thanksgiving
doing for
plans.
Thanksgiving.
Ashley, what's your poison?
Fucking weather.
Fair.
I am not laughing at the situation.
No.
I'm laughing at the statements.
So again, I know we kind of have pinpointed a couple times how ahead we are recording, but
It's fine.
Hurricane Michael is a son of a bitch.
Yeah, he is.
And I know we've talked about my family's house in Florida a couple times on the podcast, and our house was in Mexico Beach and is no longer. So it's been a bit of a week trying to process all that. Luckily, it's not our permanent home.
Nope.
We weren't there, and things are replaceable,
Yes.
but it still really fucking sucks.
Yes, it does.
So I'm not real sure what I'll be doing for Thanksgiving. Probably going to Mississippi to my mom's house instead of going to the beach house, which I know, poor me.
I mean, you might find another roadside attraction.
Maybe. That's true. And it'll be first for Hagrid. If it doesn't touch Georgia, he's never been there.
What?
So, yeah. And they're like an hour outside of New Orleans.
Yes.
So I think I'm going to take him into New Orleans while we're there. So it'll still be fun. And give me another week or two and I'll be super excited.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
right now it just really fucking sucks.
Yes.
Yep.
So, and it's just been one of those weeks where it's like, this happened and that happened and this happened and that happened. You just want to say, fuck everybody. I'm going to go sit in a bathtub with a bottle of wine. And I haven't had a chance to do that. So instead, I'm going to sit here and talk with y'all and drink a bottle of wine.
It's still cheaper than therapy.
Yes, very true.
Oh.
Not to make a joke, but we are cheaper than therapy.
Shall we segue?
Segue.
Tiffany, what's your poison this week?
I just found out how much therapy costs. And oh my God. Oh, that's what I spent my day doing, was looking up therapy. And with insurance, it's still $60 a session, which, you know, in the grand scheme of things is not a lot. But whenever you're broke and one of your big, like, triggers for all of your anxiety is money, that's not fun.
No.
But it's better than it could be, and mental health is very important, and prioritizing that is worth, you know, cutting out. I can make $60 cut somewhere, so it'll be fine. But holy cannolis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Rebecca, we're going to be providing the wine for the next couple episodes. So, Tiffany can...
No, we're good. We're good there. I just,
To
I was
self come up with new cocktail.
I was just not prepared for that, but it's fine. It's all good. Although
It will be worth it.
it will be. And there are some really good services out there that you can do, like over the phone and all that. And if you're a fan of Wine and Crime, they have a promo code for Talkspace, and
Yes.
you should check that out because it's awesome. So yeah, there's that. That's my poison this week, is trying to get in the right mental space. But God, it's expensive.
Yeah.
So-
It's tough.
Yeah. What is your poison this week, Rebecca?
So my poison is I recently discovered meal kits.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Oh my, why have I
They're
not
so
been
good.
doing this for years? I live by myself with my cat. And like this is like my second week. I have not wasted food. I have eaten everything.
That's awesome.
And it's all so good, isn't it?
It is. Well, some of it's better than others.
Well,
and I'm
yeah.
learning like which recipes I like from the, I guess, host, supplier.
Yeah.
I'm an engineer. Supplier I am using. But yeah, it's awesome because it's just nice to be able to open my fridge and be like, oh, I can make this or this and this. And it's only going to take me about 30 minutes.
Right. And everything's there.
And everything's there. And like,
You only have to go to the grocery store for wine and cat food.
yeah, pretty much.
I was just going to ask if that was like an add-on option. Like,
Oh, they do have wine clubs. And I am looking into that too.
Oh, yes.
Mainly not just because they sent me an email saying, hey, $60 off your first box. I'm like, hello.
fresh.
How'd you know?
Had to take that opportunity.
Yes.
Sorry.
But yeah, my poison is just me finally figuring out how to adult.
Oh my God,
Yay.
those meal clubs are amazing.
Well, I mean, like, for the amount that I'm spending for a box of 4 meals, 2 servings each, like, I would maybe get 3 meals out of from the
Right.
grocery store.
And waste.
And waste food, because I can make a pot of spaghetti and then throw away half of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because after 2 meals, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat it. I'm sorry, children in Africa.
If you're listening to our podcast, you probably don't have to stress about
So for me,
mom spaghetti.
this is working and it's excellent.
That's good.
All right. So we are going to cover something that I thought was super cool when I came across it. And it's very, it's in the odd spectrum of what we cover.
Okay.
Huh?
So, we cover the history.
No,
mystery,
no,
theory,
I get it. I'm
evidence,
I'm
questionable,
trying to
odd, and
figure
eerie.
out what it is.
Yeah. We're in the
It's a
odd.
FDGD.
Yeah. I have it
Fucking
written.
damn goddamn.
Ashley's had a week. There are lots of expletives.
Or I could say fucking damn gosh darn. Is that better?
No.
Tiffany has on our schedule FDGD is the only clue I have. So
Yes. And so we said we were going to start talking about like what we're going to cover so that none of us cover the same topic in our research. But I was pretty sure you guys weren't going to come across this one, so I just didn't tell you about it.
Fair.
So we're going to talk about Grandpa, and I'm going to pronounce this wrong. He's Norwegian. So if anybody knows how to speak Norwegian, correct me.
Don't look at me.
Grandpa Bredo Morstol.
I'm guessing that's 100%. Kind of like my Asian pronunciations.
Exactly.
Asian pronunciation.
Yes. So, Grandpa Bredo, we're gonna call him Grandpa Burrito because it sounds
Grandpa
like
Burrito.
because it sounds like burrito.
Is it
GB.
Grandpa B?
Grandpa B.
Pop B.
Oh, Papa.
Papa B.
So, Grandpa B was born February 29th in 1900 in a place that I have written down, but it was in Western Norway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it. Try and pronounce it. Do it.
Okay. Isfjorden
Yeah.
Romsdal.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's for Jordan Romstoll.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'm 100% positive that's how you pronounce it.
That's how we pronounce it.
It is now.
Yes. He married his wife Anna in the late 1920s, and they had 2 children. He was the head of Parks and Recreation until his retirement in 1967, and I got excited because I love Parks and Rec. So there's that.
So he was Ron Swanson for...
Oh, God, he's
The
even cooler now.
1900s in Norway.
Yes, he's even cooler now. He was fond of painting, fishing, hiking, and skiing. And then he died November 6th, 1989.
Well, that was short.
Yep. So
That wasn't, I mean,
that's my topic.
hey. And now the special things.
All right.
So he died when he was 89.
He did. November 6th, which is
R.I.P.
4
Grandpa
days.
B.
Where are we going with the story? Because so far we have dude dead.
pretty much. And he was Ron Swanson.
The Norwegian Ron Swanson of the 1900s.
Duh. Anyway. So when he died, his grandson had him immediately packed in ice and shipped to Transtime Cryonics facility in Oakland, California, where he was cryogenically prepared and frozen with the hope of one day being reanimated.
All right, Walt Disney, what's up?
That's actually a common misconception.
I know.
He was, he was, why can I not think of the word? Cremated. Sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to be insensitive, but
I'm sorry, podcast listeners, but you didn't see like the motions that went with that.
yeah, I had jazz hands for the fire.
Yes.
It's like
So
I don't speak TSL, which is Tiffany Sign Language.
You're learning,
You're
though.
learning.
You'll get there.
It's, yep.
Immersion.
Therapy.
So, yeah. Grandpa B.
Frozen, got it.
Yes. And I wanted to do some research on
So they shipped him from Norway to California in 1980.
9.
Okay.
Yeah. So 1989.
I mean, ice was invented by that point.
No, for some reason, just with him being born in the 1900s, I was thinking like way back and how he wouldn't have made it, but they had planes and stuff. So
They did. That's
They
it.
did.
Yep.
Yeah. So let me give you a little info on cryonics, and I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But
cryogenics?
no, well, cryogenically frozen, but the process of doing that, like the whole science behind it, is the cryonics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Which I did some sciencey research on this, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, Rebecca's going to be so proud of me.
Cookie Monster's going to be proud too.
Yes! Sorry. The way you said that, I was like, what the heck? Yes.
Ooh, what?
Yes, Cookie Monster, if you're out there, this is for you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You can't change your name, by the way.
This part of my story is sponsored by Reason, Science, and Logic. You know who you are, Cookie Monster. All right. Cryonics comes from the Greek word cryos, meaning cold. And
Original.
I know. And it's the low temperature preservation of a human corpse with the hopes that resuscitation and restoration to life and full health may be possible in the future. Cryonics depends on the belief that the frozen body has not experienced information theoretic death.
Information?
So they're basically hoping the freezing of the body preserves the brain.
Yes. And I actually have information on that so that me and Ashley would understand it.
Thank you.
Information theoretic death is the scrambling of information within a brain to such an extent that recovery of the original person becomes theoretically impossible.
So like a corrupted hard drive.
Yep.
Yep.
Says our technical advisor.
Yeah. So cryonics is highly scrutinized in the science world
Why?
because they want to bring people back to life.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But
Zombie. Zombie.
Hey, hey,
Oh, I don't like that song.
Hey.
Aw.
How do you not like this?
Her voice in the song annoys the ever-living hell out of me.
Who is it? Somebody does a really good cover of it.
Matthew, the ruler. Nope. Yep. All right. So, cryonics, while it is highly scrutinized in the medical field, it is useful because using that technology helps preserve organs. You know, for
Transplant.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah.
and also there's when there is a surgery on the aortic arc. Yes.
Does that say arc? Did she
Arc.
copy and paste that
Aortic.
correctly?
Arc. Okay. Good. All right.
Okay.
Sure. They freeze you a bit by keeping the brain at around 25 degrees Celsius, which is
Ew.
considered deep hypothermia. Surgeries can...
Whoa. 25 degrees Celsius?
Yes.
That is not below freezing.
Are you sure it's not Fahrenheit?
I copy-pasted this part.
It's probably just cool enough to like slow down the blood.
Yeah, because your normal body temperature is 98.6. So 77 degrees Fahrenheit.
So we're talking about the shutting down of it to freeze the organs.
No, we're just talking about this is considered deep hypothermia for your brain at 25 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
Because, I mean, it's
Okay.
more than 10 degrees lower than your normal.
Hold
Yeah, because your body temp is like 97.8,
98.6.
98.6. And it takes it down to your body temperature
Body
to 7 degrees.
So normal body temp in Celsius is 37 degrees.
Okay.
Yes, that's still taking you down 12 degrees. That's
Yeah.
a lot when your body's used to functioning.
All right. So my notes weren't wrong. Thanks, Wikipedia.
Woo woo.
Sources cited. All right. So, by keeping the brain at around 25 degrees Celsius, which is considered deep hypothermia, surgeries can stretch to be around half an hour with very good neurological recovery rates. Stretching that to 40 minutes increases the risk of short-term and long-term neurological damage, though.
So 20 minutes, you're kosher.
40 minutes.
Not so much.
It's hit or miss. So, yeah. Which, I don't want to get too far off on this because it doesn't have much to do with my story. I mean, it kind of does.
Too late.
Anyway, cryoprotectants are used to preserve ice formation during cryopreservation. I went to look that up and then forgot, got derailed, so don't ask me what cryoprotectants are.
It probably prevents the crystalline structures of the ice from getting too big and thus damaging the cell structure.
There's our Ravenclaw. You got this, girl. The first corpse to be cryopreserved was Dr. James Bedford in 1967. And as of 2014, about 250 bodies are cryopreserved in the U.S., and 1,500 people have made arrangements for cryopreservation after their legal death.
So did they have like a mausoleum that's just like cryogenically frozen people instead of...
They have like facilities, like the place where Grandpa B was shipped to, Trans-Time Cryonics facility in Oakland, California. We got
Just
a couple
bunch of
those.
frozen bodies
Do
floating
they
around?
give tours?
I don't know if they do, but let me finish my story, and I got you covered on at least one.
Oh, road trip slash
Yeah.
plane trip.
Yeah, I want to do this. So he remained at Trans-Time until 1993, and then he was moved to Nederland, Colorado. His grandson, whom we mentioned before, and I'm going to call him Trygve. Nope, I'm not. I'm going to call him T. But his name is spelled Trygve.
Trigev?
Sure. Odd is his daughter, and Trygve is his son, her son. So his grandson, T.
He touches on the odd side of things. I see what you did there.
Oh, I love you. All right. T and Odd had hopes. This is like T and Doe. Whoa. Sorry. It's not like T and Doe. It just like came out. Anyway.
I was thinking it was more like us,
Yeah.
T and odd.
So Ashley and Tiffany had hopes of building their own cryogenic facility.
Oh no, too smart.
In reality, it was a shed with 1,600 pounds of dry ice surrounding the body.
Fair. Okay.
Okay?
If a dry ice can make a spooky witch's cauldron, it can preserve a body.
I started a cryogenics lab in my backyard. Just got to keep the ice fresh.
They're from Norway and live
Summers
in
are a
Colorado. What kind of accent is that?
Summers are a bitch.
Summers are a bitch. They sound like the guy from Frozen that owns.
He owns a little shack.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I combine a redneck accent with a Canadian accent. I'm sorry.
I like it. All right. So bodies cryogenically suspended are normally kept at around negative 320 degrees, but Grandpa B is kept around negative 109. So
Celsius or Fahrenheit?
I'm assuming that one's Fahrenheit. I didn't write it down. And
Okay.
when it's Celsius...
Both of those are very cold.
Yeah, when it's Celsius, I put C so that I know to...
Negative any degree? No, thank you.
Yeah. Let me give you a little bit of background on T real quick. He is the son
Spill
of
it.
Odd and grandson of B. He came to the U.S. in 1980 to be safe from nuclear war.
Probably a good idea.
He came here?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not like we're a giant target or anything.
I mean...
In the 80s, probably wasn't as bad.
All right. So, he is described as long-haired, bearded, and enjoys scoffing at authority.
Oh, hey. How you doing?
Right up Ashley's alley. Have you met her husband?
Fair.
Bearded and he scoffs at authority.
Mm-hmm. And he's growing out his hair, so.
There you go.
Oh, boy.
Hey. Does he have any frozen bodies in the backyard?
Not in the
Nope.
backyard.
Okay, good.
We have a kid and dogs. Not a good idea.
So he was arrested at the Stapleton Airport in 1986 for joking that he was going to hijack a plane. He was arrested again in 1988 for trespassing on the Colorado University president's property. And, yeah, there's that.
Okay. 2 arrests. Scoffs.
Scoffed. In February of 1994, he broke the world record for ice bathing. He immersed himself in a 1,500-gallon tank of ice water for an hour and 4 minutes. Yeah.
Is he following in his grandfather's footsteps?
I guess he is. So, because he was trying to do this, he invited all the local newspapers. And, that's exciting because you just broke a world record. But he had an expired visa. So that was a smart move. So, of course, INS issued a deportation warrant, and he ended up evading authorities for a while, but was deported later that year.
Yep.
Wah, wah. Poor darling. Sorry, I got distracted in my notes.
Poor darling.
So, what happened next?
I don't know, Tiffany.
Odd kept her father cool after T's deportation, but soon received an eviction notice for having no electricity or plumbing.
Oh.
I know. Obviously, she was worried about her father, so she told a local reporter about his body, and that reporter went to City Hall and informed them about the body.
As you do?
Yes. According to an article in the February 7th, 1995 Denver Post, Odd was found guilty by a jury of building use and zoning violations and the Netherlands town judge ordered her to remove the frozen body from Netherlands by March 6th or face 10 days in jail and a $600 fine.
Such simpler times.
Oh. But because of this case, there were really no, like, laws against keeping dead bodies frozen in your backyard. Yeah.
So that's where that came from.
I guess. At least for Netherlands, Colorado, this is where it came from. They added a broad new provision to Section 734 of their municipal code, keeping of bodies.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
What other code would it be?
Outlawing the keeping of, quote, the whole or any part of the person, body, or carcass of a human being or animal or other biological species which is not alive upon any property.
What?
I know. Basically, don't keep dead things on your body or on your
can you
property.
not have taxidermy?
What about freezers, which specific purpose are to keep your ground beef that you bought on sale fresh?
Well, that's not like
Or your
keeping their
moldy
body or
blue
carcass.
cheese, which
That's
is
not
technically a living.
That's not keeping their body or the carcass
Blue-
alive. Like
blue
trying
cheese?
Yeah, but isn't mold technically an organism?
Yeah, but it's not a carcass.
It said or any other.
to biological species.
We're getting way too technical.
Anyway, due to this case and all the public support behind it, Grandpa B was grandfathered in.
And allowed to stay on the property?
Yes.
Is that in your notes? Pause for laughter.
I did not put pause for laughter, but I should have.
Well, you didn't need it because you
my
got
God,
me.
That was good. So after this, a local environmental company took over running the facility. The local Tough Shed supplier. And
Wait, there's shed?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
It's
But-
an official shed.
Now it's official.
But wait. There was a local Tough Shed supplier and a Denver radio station who built a new shed and called it the Tough Shed Cryogenic Mausoleum.
Hey!
Hey! So now they have a facility. Now, every month, the Iceman, basically the caretaker, and a team of volunteers delivers 1,600 pounds of dry ice and packs it around Grandpa B in his sarcophagus, surrounded by foam padding, a tarp, and blankets.
Nobody's paid for this poor man to upgrade?
No.
Okay.
I mean, he doesn't have a shed anymore. Now he's got a tough shed.
It's still a shed.
But it's a tough shed.
It's a fancy shed.
It's a fancy shed.
And people.
Yes. And dedicated Iceman and volunteers.
I would like an Iceman.
So if this happened in your small town, what would you do? You'd start a festival, of course.
Oh, yay!
Yay!
Yeah,
So this is what my
totally.
topic is about. Frozen Dead Guy Days. Are you ready?
Is that the name of the festival?
Yes.
FDGD.
Frozen Dead Guy Days.
Yes.
FDGD.
I'm
In Colorado.
so excited about this. Netherlands, Colorado.
Okay. And what do we do at Frozen Dead
Where's
Guy
the closest
Day?
largest city?
Boulder.
No, at where? Like, how far?
Not too far.
Because
I mean, it's sandwiched in between a couple. I tried to look up some information on it. I know they have, as of 2010.
how did you hear about this?
I was Googling weird shit.
Fair.
Actually, I think it was North America weird shit. And I came across it after lots
Out
of
of all
digging.
It's 28 minutes outside of Boulder.
Yes. Their population as of 2010 was 1,145 people.
That's
And they have a
not
bus.
big.
No, it's not, because in the town that you and I live in, there are roughly 30,000 people in 2010. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
True.
How about that fact? I did so much research on this. I'm so proud of myself.
Check it.
Check it. So, I'm pretty sure that's why this festival started, was because they're such a small town. Like, it brings in a lot of...
They're like, hey, we got a Frozen Dead guy. Come on.
I mean, the festival
down.
is called Frozen Dead Guy Days. I mean, you kind of want to check it out at least once.
I'm
No,
intrigued.
I really want to go.
I have connections in Colorado.
There we go.
Hey,
Let's do this.
We got a place to stay.
All right. So, beginning in 2002, Frozen Dead Guy Days occurs the first full weekend of March each year, which this year is like the 8th through the 10th, I think. So, I know. I'm excited. They kick off their festivities Friday night with a blue ball.
Oh, she was so proud of that one. Not
that's what it's actually
happy
called.
with that one.
That's what it's actually called.
That is why she did this topic. You realize that, right?
I'm getting... Yep. I am going to order us one of their posters. They've got like blue ball posters.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so excited. All right.
So you can find our Patreon to send us to the blue ball at...
be.
Stay tuned. It's coming. Patreon, not the ball.
You're right. I needed more wine.
Okay. So they kick off their festivities with do what now?
With the blue ball.
Oh.
Do I want to know what they do next?
The blue ball has like a live band and hold on.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Sorry. It is $20 for a ticket to the blue ball.
That it?
Do you have
That's
to?
it.
Do you wear all blue?
There is a costume contest where you can either be the cold as ice queen
Ooh.
or Grandpa B.
Ooh. I don't know who I would rather be.
Couples costume. Duh.
Can we be
Hashtag
a couple?
squad goals.
Can we be? And you can be our grandson.
Or the Iceman.
Or the shed.
Yes, Rebecca's just gonna walk around in a cardboard box with like tough shed.
Careful, somebody may tip you over and you get stuck in a ditch.
Coming from personal experience.
So, $20 for the full weekend or $10 for just a Sunday ticket.
Wait, that's the whole
Yeah.
event, not just the ball?
Yeah.
wait.
No, the $20 gets you into the blue ball.
Okay.
If you want to experience Saturday and Sunday, it's a $20 ticket. Or a $10 ticket for just Sunday.
So $40 for the full.
Yes, and it is
whammy.
like from the start of the day to the end of the day. They kick things off with a pancake breakfast.
I thought they kicked things off with a blue ball.
Sorry, Saturday morning and Sunday morning.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay.
Blue ball happens Friday night. But they have a pancake breakfast every morning.
Included
How cool
in
is
your
that?
ticket?
Yes.
What?
I know. Let me list off the festivities.
Mm-hmm.
They have the coffin races.
How do you do that?
How do I do that?
You get a team, and watching the videos, it's like 7 people because you've got 6 carrying and 1 in the coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Your pallbearers are racing you.
Yes! Over an obstacle course.
What?
It's so cool. Guys, like Ashley's face describes why I got so excited about
All
this
right,
topic.
we need 4 more people.
Well, our significant others.
And then an additional person.
That could be
How
tough.
much can Bug carry?
This sounds like it's going to be a child-free weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, the person we will stay with in Colorado.
There you go.
Boom.
Hey,
All right.
come be a pallbearer
Yes.
for an obstacle race.
Or they could be in the coffin because they're tiny.
There we go. Perfect. Then you can do polar plunging.
No, thank you.
Yeah, most people are in costume when they like plunge into the ice. Yeah.
No,
I'll like run up to the water and be like, hey, just kidding.
I don't even like doing that in the summer. Like, I don't like change, including temperature changes.
Fair. They have the frozen salmon tossing.
Oh, can I eat them?
I'm sure you
That
could.
was my question. Can we eat them?
I'm sure you
Like,
could.
not
Is it
the-
like the Fisherman's Wharf in San Diego?
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
All right, ready for this next one?
Yes.
Human foosball.
So what?
It took me a second to remember what foosball was.
I'm sorry. Isn't that just called soccer?
No, you're like...
Do they have like a pole that you put your arms on?
So I was watching videos on this, and I didn't see a video of the human foosball, but I would imagine you're like all connected to something, and you're like running around.
Is it like God against the devil? Like, how does this work?
What?
Because you have like the sticks. Who's controlling the sticks? Or are you just like connected to the sticks?
What is God against the devil?
Because it's foosball.
What does God against the devil mean?
Who's
Who's
controlling you?
playing?
Oh.
Because I
I
can't
thought this
think.
was like a church game.
I can't. No. Because I'm trying to think of what entity is big enough. I mean, it could be Zeus against Poseidon.
Or Hades.
Zeus against Hades.
Pot versus alcohol.
There you go.
It is in Colorado.
This is true. All right, so we
Yep.
don't know the details on human foosball, but it sounds like a blast.
TBD.
Yep.
We'll let you guys know like March 20th.
There is a fix a frozen flat contest where you have to change a frozen bicycle tire.
Hagrid, this is where you come into play.
A frozen bicycle tire.
Uh-huh. There's a frozen t-shirt contest.
Oh.
No, it's where you have to compete to see who can get a frozen t-shirt on the fastest.
Okay, I could do that.
So we found Tiffany's event.
There's a brain freeze contest.
No, thank you.
Ice carving competition.
That sounds
Do
dangerous.
they give chainsaws?
I think so.
I'll do that.
Icy turkey bowling.
Yay! Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
So it's like, do they like throw the turkey and like knock over like sweet potatoes or something?
Ooh, that sounds like fun. I like
That
it.
could be enjoyable.
And I'm hungry.
There's the Newly Dead game, which I think Ashley and I could ace.
Is it like the newlywed? Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
There's the Frozen Dead Poet Society open readings.
Oh.
Rocky Mountain oyster eating competition.
No, thank you. Hagrid might, I don't know about a competition, but he's always wanted to try them. So,
Why?
why not?
Fair
Why?
question.
Why not? You only live once.
Mm-hmm.
And you only get to go to the Frozen Dead Guy days
Once a year.
a year.
There is a beard competition.
Hey!
I knew that would make Ashley really happy.
So maybe we shouldn't bring Hagrid.
Wait. Then who would enter the beer competition?
I would spectate.
Spectate hard.
Oh, I get it. I get it now.
There's the
Help out with those blue balls.
There it is.
Oh, and there's a picture of human foosball. We'll post it on Instagram. But let me get through the beard competition, and then I'll show you guys the picture.
Yes. Go, Gary.
There's the icy stash, which is for mustaches only. The partially frozen, which is for goatee, chops, and etc. The full bredo, which is for full beard with mustache.
Yep.
Wild ride, which is the styled beard or beards with styled mustaches.
Those are pretty amazing.
Ashley wants a wild ride.
Chicken brown cow.
And it is all sponsored by a brewery, so I'm sure there's lots of beer
Cheers!
involved. This is a picture of human foosball.
Okay, so you just have to like keep your hands in place and you can move your lower half.
Okay.
So there's bars going across a field and it looks like you have to put your hands on like certain marked parts of the bar and then you can move your body without, as long as you don't take your hands off, is what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
So more about these beards.
Oh, well, that's all I have on the beards.
Oh.
But,
Where are
let's
the
see.
pictures of the beards?
So there are tents set up all around and they've got cool names, like the newly departed or stuff like that.
The brain freeze tent.
Yeah. But there's a tent, what I was really excited about, that has local breweries, distilleries, and bacon vendors.
Bacon vendors.
That's all you need.
I know, right? Isn't this like the coolest thing ever? And then they have live music, and I already told you about the pricing.
Cheers.
How cool does this sound?
Yeah.
Like, we're going, right?
Follow up coming by March of 2020.
Okay, good, because I will try my best to make next year happen, but, kid and all that stuff.
Well, and there's talk about going to CrimeCon in June as well. So,
Yes.
budget.
Yes.
¿Por qué no las dos?
Do what? I'm
Why
assuming
not
that says
both?
why not
Yeah.
both?
Because we have husbands and children.
And budgets.
A loaning cat.
And
Yo-
therapy to pay for.
Yo have gato. I can't Spanish. I'm sorry, Cookie Monster.
I have a cat.
Christmas present?
What?
I said un Navidad present?
Saying with rolled R, I don't think makes it Spanish.
Okay, we're
Navidad.
stopping. We're stopping before we insult more people.
But no, I think it's a
No
beautiful
insult
language and
meant
I'm jealous that I
Yes.
can't speak it.
I wish I took French for years. Did not retain a bit of it. I wish I would
So
have taken
did
Spanish.
the conductor.
Oh, good for him. Did he retain any of it?
He retained enough to read the manuals for his machines that are in French.
Priorities.
That's the most conductor thing you've ever said. Oh, man. So that was Frozen Dead Guys Day, which I really want to go to.
Yes.
But I knew it was going to be a shorter segment. So to tie it into Thanksgiving,
Gobble gobble.
I'm going to just give you a brief rundown on the National Thanksgiving.
You're having
Thanksgiving.
trouble with that word today.
This wine is good.
The National Thanksgiving.
The National Thanksgiving Turkey Presentation. This is where I cite my source. I got this information from the White House Historical Association. This is where each year the president pardons a turkey on Thanksgiving.
Why?
Because the turkeys are presented to them like, hey, here's a turkey for your Thanksgiving meal, but it's live turkey. And he's like, oh, you cute. You can go live at this farm.
Turkeys are not cute. They're terrifying.
But they've got the little blah, 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 blah.
They're
They-
terrifying.
Well.
The male ones will also flirt with anything that moves.
Yes.
So I relate.
And their reflection as well.
I relate so hard. All right.
Do you know when that started? Do you have information on that?
I do. Are you
Okay.
ready for some?
Yeah.
All
As long
right.
as it doesn't involve 2018.
All right, so the first
Yep.
recorded pardon was in 1863 by President Lincoln.
Good job, sir.
I know.
Honest Abe saving the turkeys.
A tip of my top hat to you, sir.
Indeed. Indubitably.
In the 1870s, a Rhode Island poultry dealer started sending well-fed birds to the White House for Thanksgiving. So that was like the first time they were like, you know, it seems like there's a market here for sending turkeys to the White House and I can get some good publicity and grow my business.
And Honest Abe was like, no, we don't want your turkey.
Well, no, they kept going until that guy died in 1913, and the opportunity to give a turkey to the president opened up to everyone.
Uh-oh.
And the gifts of turkey became established as a national celebration of good cheer. So people were, like, sending turkeys, like, with American flags draped over them, or, like, dressing up their turkeys to be very patriotic and sending them to the White House.
See, and I thought this tied to Ben Franklin.
I didn't see anything about that on the White House Historical Association, where I got all my information.
Really? Because he
Sources
initially wanted the national bird to be the turkey.
Cool. Look at you, Ravenclaw. I like having you around.
I prefer the eagle. Thank you. Cheers.
I mean, I'm not saying the eagle is a better choice. I'm just saying that's what Benjamin Franklin wanted.
Even though we do have a turkey in the White House right now.
Ashley's making her feelings very known.
I don't care. I think if you haven't picked up on it at this point.
It's Thanksgiving. Wink.
Don't discuss politics around the Thanksgiving table, but the podcast table is fine.
Drink wine until you can't remember why you're angry.
Or drink wine until it just comes out. You put all your feelings out there.
Good news is, family loves you through and through.
They should.
They should.
Oh, I'm going to be with family when this... it's fine. Everything's fine.
Just distract them.
Talk to them about Frozen Dead Guys Day and not about presidents. All right, so...
And any of the other episodes we have released.
It's fine. Everything's fine. President Truman is commonly claimed to be the originator of pardoning traditions, but there's no evidence to prove this, and there's actually evidence proving that he said, like, I can't wait to enjoy these birds. So, he wasn't the originator.
Understandable. Truman.
Oh, hey, I have notes that I forgot about, even though I wrote them today, justifying why he was thought to be the originator. This idea stems from the government pushing Poultryless Thursdays starting in September of 1947.
The government?
Yeah, they were, like, pushing this idea of, like, a poultryless
So I bet you
Thursday.
the government's
What?
real happy with Meatless Monday. They're like, yeah, we did that.
Yeah. But this only lasted until November because homemakers, restaurant owners, and poultry industry were outraged. And then the poultry growers started sending crates.
Poultry growers?
Yeah, that's what it said on the website. At the White House Historical Association.
Make
I'm so
sure
proud of myself.
you give your poultry plenty of water and sun.
I know too much about chicken houses.
So let's continue on away from that. Poultry growers started sending crates of live chickens called Hens for Harry to the White House in protest.
How many chickens did he end up with?
A lot.
So they ate real good for a while.
Yeah, but the effort to promote Poultryless Thursdays was deflated when it was pointed out that Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Day all fell on Thursday that year.
Oh.
Oops.
Yeah.
When else are you going to eat turkey?
Wait, you eat turkey for New Year's?
Some people do.
Some people have, like, big dinners.
I eat vodka.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom.
No, New Year's Day.
Oh, New Year's Day. I thought that was
that's-
black-eyed pea soup.
We're in the South.
Black-eyed peas and collard greens.
Yeah.
Or
And
Taco Bell to cure your hangover.
Taco Bell does not cure a hangover.
No,
for me.
okay, you need the greasy.
Taco Bell is before I fall asleep.
For me, it's
Fair.
Jimmy John's.
Look
That's
at
probably
you
much
being
better.
healthy.
There's nothing healthy about it. It's like, I want the
It's-
bacon, I want the mayo, and... You know,
And they deliver at 3 a.m.
Yup.
Y'all are so lucky.
They don't deliver
Nothing
to my
delivers
house.
to my house.
Yeah, I was real upset. That was one of the downsides of buying this house. I almost said no, but I really love this house.
You specifically looked at what delivered to your
Dude,
house.
Jimmy John's is the business.
I know. Their pickles are amazing. If you want to send us things, send us a jar of Jimmy John's pickles, and Rebecca will love you forever.
Yum. All right, so
Not a euphemism.
anyway, so the presentation of turkey that year, since, they were trying to, like, make fun of him for pushing all of this and they kept sending him birds, the presentation of turkey that year established an annual news niche that endures today. That kind of promoted the whole, like, every Thanksgiving we're going to send the president a turkey. And it became, like, something that news media outlets were like, all right, we're going to...
Flocked to.
God, I love you. Best friend right there.
Oh, boy.
All right. So, in 1963, President Kennedy said of the turkey presented to him...
To the turkey.
Said to the turkey...
A gobble gobble. A gobble gobble.
Yep. There you go.
I don't know what's it. I used to be able to recreate the turkey sound.
He said of the turkey presented to him, let's keep him going. And that kind of started a trend.
I thought Honest Abe was the first one to pardon a turkey.
He was the first one to pardon a turkey, but then skip a few generations, and in 1963 it happened again. And then they were like, all right, let's make this a thing.
Now you listen.
Well, I mean, what was the president?
Nixon. Kennedy.
I was about to say, people don't like Nixon.
No.
Well, Nixon was my next note. Nixon was my next note. That's why I said him. During the later years of Nixon presidency, Patricia Nixon accepted the turkeys on behalf of the president, and in 1973, she sent the bird to Oxon Hill Children's Farm. So instead of accepting the turkey like, oh, thank you for this gift, we're going to cook him for dinner, she was like, we're just going to thank you.
Let's send it to a children's petting zoo so that I can run after the children.
But you said children's farm.
Where do you get your children, Rebecca?
That's where
I don't. I have a cat.
Just wait until you're ready to be a mom, then you're going to go to the local children's farm and pick out the one you want.
Hello, Sage and Wine.
Oh, man. All right. In 1978, the turkey presented to Rosalind Carter met a similar fate when it was sent to Evans Farm Inn to live in a mini zoo.
A mini zoo.
Yeah.
Not the full zoo.
No.
Just the mini one.
So after 1981, the practice of sending the presentation turkey to a farm became the norm under Ronald Reagan. And in 1989, the presidential pardon, quote unquote, became the official term when President George H.W. Bush said, and I quote, "But let me assure you, and this fine Tom turkey, that he will not end up on anyone's dinner table. Not this guy. He's granted a presidential pardon as of right now, and allow him to live out his day on a children's farm not far from here. Happy Thanksgiving." But you know why he did that? Well,
to keep appearances.
The president, they were pardoning turkeys before that, so it was kind of like to keep up appearances. But there were actually a group of animal activists standing outside during this, like, chanting at him. So he was like, we're going to pardon this guy.
And
you
then
get
we'll
the
just
official
go,
presidential
We'll just go
pardon.
get another one at Publix down the street. It's fine.
There's another one already cooking. It's fine.
Right?
So, yeah, but that's the history of the presidential pardon of the turkey.
God save the turkeys.
And just for fun, because I knew this was just going to be kind of a hodgepodge, I have a little bit of information on another festival, not really festival, American tradition that I thought was really cool. Let me pull out my phone. Here come the screenshots.
A Thanksgiving tradition?
No.
Oh.
I know. I only had one Thanksgiving tradition. Although there was a turkey mentioned in the Frozen Dead Guy days.
There was.
Mm-hmm.
You bowl with them.
You do.
That's what happens when the president pardons a turkey.
Oh, he gets sent to
He
Colorado.
gets sent to Colorado to bowl with.
Oh boy.
All right. So, in Alaska,
Oh, Tom.
there is a thing called the Nanana.
Na-na-na-na.
The Nanana Ice Classic.
Of course there is.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God. My hair just brushed against my back and freaked me out. I'm not used to it being this long, and I just took it down. Sorry. Na-na-na-na?
Na-na-na-na. All right, so the na-na-na.
Na-na-na-na.
Na-na-na-na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.
I did it.
You're so
Rebecca
good.
started one.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm sorry, na-na-na-na turkey?
One of us. Yes, na-na-na-na. So, ice on the Tanana River in Alaska accumulates more than a meter deep during the winter. Back in 1906, 6 people in the city of Nanana bet on the exact time and the exact day that the ice would break in the spring. A decade later, a small group of railroad engineers fired up the ice pool again, and it's become an annual event ever since. So every year, they're like, you know what? Let's see when the ice is going to break. I'm going to put $1 on. I'm going to put $1 on. Da, 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 da. So, from a prize of $800 in 1916.
That's a lot of money back then.
Yeah, the winnings have upped just a tad, hitting a high in 2014 with a record of $364,627.
Holy moly.
Yeah. And there's a webcam that refreshes every 30 seconds to where you can keep up on what's happening with the ice.
Well,
It's
yeah.
like watching paint dry, but
You know,
colder.
it's kind of like waiting for April the giraffe to give birth.
Yeah. Oh, God. I watched way too much. Or the eagle that
The
was
eagle
waiting
nest
on it
in Rome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tickets are sold from February 1st through April 5th of each year throughout Alaska. And all of the profits go to a nonprofit charitable gaming organization.
Okay. It is Alaska.
Yeah. Yeah. The ice pool actually took a break until 1916, and then the railroaders, revived it. After word of the lottery spread to towns along the local roadway. So along the railway, people heard about this and were like, cool, I want to join. The lottery was opened up to residents of the Alaska and Yukon territories in 1917. And that is as far as it goes. So you and I can't bet on it.
Lame.
It's just, people there.
What if I want to wager on the Iceman?
Well,
Do I have to move to Alaska?
Yeah, it's not the Iceman. The Iceman was part of Frozen Dead Guy days.
The ice break?
There you go. So last year, there were 35 winning tickets.
35 people guess the exact day and time.
Yep. So, yeah, that happens
Interesting.
every year.
Huh.
And it usually breaks in, like, May.
Guess
From
that's like
early
a-
May.
Can we get a chart of when the breakage generally occurs?
I looked for one. I could only find a chart of how thick the ice was during the, like, open register time frame. But, yeah. So there are my 3 little funky events that happen in America.
Festivals.
Yeah. So now we have things to look forward to.
Yep.
Mostly
Yay.
the Frozen Dead Guy days.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which,
Wait, you said that one in Alaska usually happens in April?
yeah.
So
But
we
you have to be a
like-
resident.
Work our way up to Colorado
Uh-huh.
and then drive from Colorado to Alaska.
Nope.
Ooh, we've got to drive through Canada to get there, and we can stop by our tattoo artist and get our tattoos.
Yeah!
Yay!
Where's your tattoo artist?
He moved to Canada,
Where in Canada?
up above, I want to say Michigan.
Yeah, that's not the same direction.
If you go straight up from Colorado
It's
and over a little bit.
closer than we would be from Georgia.
Is it though?
I don't know.
It's you asking questions.
Sorry.
Hopefully he comes back here.
We already missed that opportunity. We discussed that. Anyway, but yeah, that's my topic. I know it was kind of a
hodgepodge.
hodgepodge, but I was real excited about it.
It
Yay.
is symbolic of the hodgepodge that is brought to the Thanksgiving dinner table when all your friends and family gather and bring a meal for you to enjoy and be thankful for.
That's my best friend. You go, best friend. I'm so
try.
proud.
Thanks.
So happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I hope you guys really enjoy it. And I know the 3 of us won't be together on Thanksgiving, which makes me want to cry. But I hope you enjoy your
We'll
time with
Snapchat
family.
each other. You'll be
Right.
glad I'm not here.
We'll be getting away. Why?
I
Have you-
won't get
have you-
snaps of your cat if you're away.
I
That's
mean-
part of, like, my favorite part of the day is getting snaps of your cat.
Let's be real, Rebecca. That's the only reason that she has you on Snapchat, okay?
Aw.
Love you, mean it.
Why would we be glad that you're gone?
Because my Thanksgivings are crazy.
It doesn't mean we don't want you with us.
Fair.
Here's the deal. This is the first time I'm going to be hosting Thanksgiving. I love you both, but I'll probably be real thankful to have less people at the house.
Fair.
I think you'll be aight.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
got
Because we've
this.
already got people who are like, I'm going to bring these 3 things. Well, I'm going to bring these 3 things. And I'm like, sweet, we'll bring a turkey.
Yep, whenever we've hosted in the past, that's what we've done. We've always just done the turkey and had everybody bring. And of course, we always say just do the turkey, and we end up making other stuff too.
Well, I've
But-
already got a
Well,
list
yeah.
of things I want to make
Right.
on the side. But yeah, I'm real excited.
Well, I'm thankful for you, ladies.
Aww.
Oh, yeah, real quick before we leave. What are you thankful for this
Wine.
Thanksgiving? All right, Rebecca, wait for me to finish.
I'm thankful
She's
for
like
wine.
year-round wine. That's what Rebecca is thankful for.
Let's be honest. It's wine.
Fair.
And Gus.
I am thankful for wine and Gus as well.
Reasons she's friends with me.
Wine and Gus.
No. It's the Pinky Lee
Yes.
Yes.
and Gus.
Yeah.
That's it.
And your technical skills.
You're I'm actually very grateful for you. I didn't think that you would like me very much because I'm a hard person to like. So whenever you and Ashley started to hit it off, I was a little jealous because that's my best friend over there. And when people get close to her, I'm like, back off my woman.
It's like, who the hell are you?
But you accepted me too, so
then
it's
it's
fine.
like, oh, you're weird too. This is awesome.
Yes. One of us.
One of us.
So yeah, I'm thankful for both of you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Our plastic cheers again.
I don't have plastic.
You're brave.
Well, aren't you special?
My husband bought me a new cup.
Let's see. I really am thankful for the podcast and this opportunity, and not just as an escape. No. I'm thankful for the escape, for an excuse to get together once a week with you guys and drink wine and shoot the shit. But I'm also really thankful that there's people out there that we've never actually met in person that listen.
to
Not even that, but just like they gave us a chance and hopefully continued. And I'm thankful that we were given an opportunity to have a platform to hopefully teach somebody something and help them either feel like they're not alone or learn something that they didn't know about before.
So basically, Ashley is Doug from Up going, I just met you and I love you.
Just don't throw me out of the house, okay?
Fair.
Because that part in Up makes me cry every time. I'm sorry that she died, but when he kicks Doug out, I will cry. Real tears.
Okay.
Tiffany?
I would like to piggyback off of both of you and say I'm grateful for everything you guys have mentioned. But I'm also really grateful to have a good support system. And whether it be...
And who would they be?
It would be you guys. My husband, who, Lord help him, he's put up with a lot from me lately, and he does it all very well. I appreciate him dearly. And my family, and I'm actually, the people who have gotten back to us and been like, I really like what you guys are doing, like, that has been a huge help.
Yeah.
Like, that makes me feel really good. So,
Yeah, we have a top 3, I think, so far when we're recording.
when
at
we're
least.
recording this, we've only got 2 episodes out.
Yeah.
We're about to release our 3rd, and we've got 3 people who reach out to us every time and are like, 4 people who reach out to us and say, like, I really like this, or Rebecca, why don't you know who Ziggy Stardust is? And
Hi, wine and shoes.
and
I'm sorry.
you for
We
love you.
Big hearts on for you guys.
Oh, I've got a heart on.
For you.
Heart ta-ta on.
Heart ta-ta-ta.
Heart
On
ta-ta-ta.
for you.
And you, and you, and you.
Ta-da. Well, on that note,
Yay.
remember, guys, everyone has something that they think is strange. Let us tell you why it's not.
If you have any questionable topics you'd like us to discuss, you can share them with us on Facebook and Instagram at The Ladies of Strange, Twitter at Ladies of Strange, or email them to us at theladiesofstrange@gmail.com.
You can find us on Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and if you listen elsewhere and want us there, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe, download, rate, review, and tell us we're doing a great job. Keep it strange, lovelies.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Turkey Day!
Happy Thanksgiving.
Don't eat the green bean casserole.
Oh, no.
Save it for us.
Yes. Send us your green bean casserole,
Ew,
except for
no,
don't.
No. Let's not.
No.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Go hug your family.
Bye.